everyone, and thanks for joining me this afternoon. OMG, I'm so excited. We are starting our September craft along. Yay. We've waited a few weeks for this one. So I'm going to wait for a few of you. I'm Chanel, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but I also do monthly craft alongs. And this month's, hi Julie Honey, this month's is a trash to treasure junk journal. So super excited. I do really need to share this on the group if I can. So let me just give me a minute for this to all load up and for a few of you to appear. Let me just get this up on the group because I don't know who's here with me just yet, and it's going to take a few minutes for all of you to come and join me. So while we're doing that, I will just try and share this in the group. Oh, now everything's gone all fritzy. We have Anne, we have Sharon, we have Karen. Karen turns up just when I need her the most. And I know that she was just about to share this. So let me just, right, okay. Why are my comments not coming up on my big screen? That is very weird. Oh, that is very strange. I'm getting them on my phone, but not on. Oh, now my thing's just gone all fritzy. So what's happened? What's happening? Oh my gosh, something went wrong. I don't know if it's just cut me off. Oh dear. I think we just lost internet. Let me just see. We are back. Right, hang on a minute. Something's gone wrong. It says I'm not connected. Oh my God. Right, okay, something has happened and I don't know what. Is it going to join in? I'm so sorry. We are having a few technical problems here. Let me just add to stream. Oh my gosh. I can still see and hear you. Right. I don't know what happened. On my end, it all just went off the screen and it said your internet has gone and everything else. But I'm back. Look at the sweet little Charles. He doesn't want me to work. Look. So we've got Anne, we've got Veronica, we've got Karen, we've got Sharon, we've got Julie. I don't know if we've got others here, but I'm not sure who else is here. So we are doing our September craft along, which is our trash to treasure junk journal, which is super exciting, but I'm going to have to move this little creature, aren't I? Oh, well, you're just being too cute. Mummy's got to move you because Mummy needs her desk. Right. I'm all back. The sound should be fine now and everything else. Okie dokie. So are you all ready? Hi, I'm new to you. Veronica sent me your way. Hello. I haven't got a name for you, whoever that is. But hi, lovely to meet you. And thank you, Veronica, for sending your friend my way. Hi, Carol, honey. Look at the sweet Charles, Carol. He comes just for you. Right, so you should have your kits in front of you for those of you that are taking part. So I am going to move the sweet little boy. I am so sorry, but you're going to have to go. Right. Shelley. Hi, Shelley, my darling. I don't know if Veronica has added you to our craft along group, but by all means, it would be lovely to see you there. Right. Okay. For those of you that have bought a, she is what? Shed. Oh, bless you. Sorry you're late. Hi, Christine, honey. So you should have your kits in front of you. And what you're going to need today, what we're going to try and achieve today is we are going to try and do our cover for our junk journal. And we are going to cut our pages down because the last junk journal that we did, I sent you pages that were already cut down and everything. But you're going to do it all yourself this time. So we are going to make the cover, we're going to cover the cover, and we are going to sort our pages out. Fingers crossed if all goes well and we have no hiccups. So if you want to open your packs up, and you're going to need, out of your pack, you're going to need some glue, and you're going to also need, I'm eating my dinner, so I'll catch up a little later. Oh, bless you. Well, I've got a nice surprise. I'm having dinner cooked for me by the lovely Linny today. Right, okay, so if you want to pull everything out of your pack, oops, sorry for the crunkling, crinkling, you're going to need a cutter and you're going to need a corner rounder, but the corner rounder isn't a necessity. So this is what you should have here next to you. Let me pop that over there. Right, so what you're going to need today is you are going to need all of these from this page downwards, so none of this top things. No, off. Oh my God, no. Sorry. You're going to need the file folder and you're going to need your wallpaper. Shelby Melita. Hi, my darling. So those are the things we're going to need. So you're not going to need these pages yet. So put these to one side. So let me just pop that up there. Your pages put to one side. And all we're going to need to start with are these two things. So your wallpaper piece and your file folder. So when you have those ready, let me know. I have got a nice cup of tea. Nice cup of tea. Right, so when you have all these bits ready, let me know. We haven't got Janet. Oh, Janet said she couldn't join us, didn't she? Yeah. Right. So we're just going to need these two things in front of us for now. Ready. Ready, says Julie. Ready, says Anne. Who else are we waiting? Christine. And can you ring me after filming, please? I certainly can, Carol. Christine's ready. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to cut down our file folder and our wallpaper. Okay, now when the book's made, it's going to measure 6 by 8, as in the front of your book. So we need 12 by 8. Okay, now some of you might have directional wallpaper, so that's the only thing you're going to have to be aware of. I'll catch up as I haven't even opened my envelope yet. Tut, Cameron Willis. Right, so the only thing you're going to have to worry about is your wallpaper, because some of you will have directional. Mine, it doesn't really matter, but if you have directional wallpaper, you need to be aware of that. So with your wallpaper, I'm sure I folded everyone's in half to make it easier to cut. So you should have a folded piece of wallpaper and you should have a folded file folder, basically. So your wallpaper should be folded in the directional way that you need to, okay? So all we're going to do is we're going to bring in our cutter, and mine is very noisy and squeaky, and it makes a lot of noise. It sounds like Freddy Krueger on speed. So bear with me. Right, okay, so your file folder's already folded in half, and we know that we need the width to be 6. So all you're going to do is you are going to cut your file folder down to, now hang on, no, sorry, don't do it yet. Yes, it's 6. That's right, 6. So you need to make sure that this is, the crease is here, and you're going to cut this at 6, like this. Oh, see what I mean? Freddy Krueger. So you should have a piece that now looks like this, and it's 6 inches wide. So obviously when you open it up, it measures 12, really, basically. So that is it. Okay. So you need to cut it at 6 inches. Then we're going to turn it on the long ways, and we're going to cut it at 8. So the only measurements you really need to worry about is 6 inches and 8 inches. Okay. Oh, that's right, isn't it? Yes. So it should measure 6 that way, 8 that way. Okay, so you should end up then with like a little booklet that looks like that, which is 6 inches along and 8 inches down. Or if you open it up, you've got 12 inches by 8 inches, right? So I hope that made sense. And you're going to do the same with your wallpaper. Okay, so I am going to get my wallpaper, and mine's a bit long, so I'm actually going to cut a bit off here first. So, oh my gosh, my cutter. Yeeks, that's very, I'm so sorry. Right, I've just cut a bit off, and the same again. This is folded in half. Hi, Sue, darling. And you're going to put the crease at the 6 inches like that. Okay, so you're going to put your crease at the 6 inches like that. Don't throw away your scraps because we're going to use these later on. So your scrap pieces, keep put to one side. So you've got 6 again at the crease. And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn this, make sure I've got a nice piece. I am actually going to square mine up. Right. So you've got the crease, 6 inches. Then we're going to turn this and we need to do it at 8. Okay. Like that. So you end up with 2 pieces. It's gorgeous wallpaper, isn't it? You've all got different wallpaper. So you should end up with 2 pieces that look like that. Okay. So let me know when you have done it, and don't throw these bits away because we can use them later on. So I hope that made sense. I hope that nobody's messed it up because you only have one shot at this. So don't mess it up. Fingers crossed. We're all going to do it right. So let me know when you have your 2 pieces that look like this. Now don't worry if when you put it in, it overhangs. We can trim that up later on. Okay, so don't worry when we put them together in a minute. We can trim them up after we have done it. Ta-da! So you've got your wallpaper and you've got your piece of card like that and like that. I do need, however, to probably put something down on my table for the next bit. Ta-da! Now, you know, you could have done it a different way if you wanted to, but I do it this way. This is how I do it. Right, so we've got Julie ready, Christine ready. Who else? Who else? I'm winging it with my own supplies. Oh, bless you. That's okay. That's a no problem. It's a good look at this wallpaper. Isn't it yummy? You all do have delicious, delicious. Sharon's ready, Anne's ready, Christine's ready, Julie's ready. Right, okay, so what we're going to do, as you can gather, is we are going to glue this down onto here. Now, for some reason, mine doesn't seem to be very square. Why not? Right, okay. If you're finding that it's not very square, do not worry. We're going to try and put this on the best that we can, and we can tidy it up afterwards. Okay, so I don't know what's happened there. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your brown piece and turn it over so that it's mountain fold like that. Mountain. See, that's mountain. So lay it down like that. Like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cover it with glue. Don't worry about it, Anne. This is the bit where we can trim this down. It doesn't matter if it is just under 8 by 6. It doesn't have to be precise. You know, the other way that you could have done it was cut your brown bit down, stuck it to the wallpaper, then tidied it up after, which is probably what I should have done in high insight. Don't worry. We can trim it up afterwards. My trimmer's a bit funny. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cover this and lay it down on the wallpaper, and we're going to then straighten it up afterwards. We'll only lose a fraction, trust me. So we're going to cover this with glue. And I would use a strong glue for this because the wallpaper is quite thick. and cover it as much as you can. Remember, it's a junk journal, so it does not have to be absolutely perfect. Oh, that's very strong. And then what we're going to do is get your wallpaper and lay this down onto, whoops, daisy, lay this down onto your file folder. See, it's a bit off here, but don't worry about it. And what you want to do is get your bone folder. I'm using Fabri-Tac, honey. I am using Fabri-Tac because it is thick wallpaper. So if you've got Fabri-Tac, use Fabri-Tac. And all you're going to do is just get your bone folder and you'll find that, yes, look, we're a little bit off here, but do not worry. Get your bone folder. And we're just going to flatten that out. Okay. Like so. There you go. Yoo-hoo glue. Yoo-hoo glue. Right. We're just going to literally do that. And you'll see, yes, we're a little bit untidy here with this end, and inside here it's a little bit uneven. But what you can then do is, then once you've done that, is just bring your trimmer in, and what I would do is just square it off. So just tidy up your, see, I tell you what it is, my trimmer isn't very good. What I'm just doing, I'm literally coming in here and just, well, I'm so sorry, trimming this up. My trimmer, I gave my other trimmer to my daughter and bought a new one, and I don't like it. So I would literally, if you've got odd bits like this that are not right, just come in here, just square it up a little bit. And just straighten it up. Right. And just literally, then, as you can see, it is quite a little bit out. Just a little bit. Just see, mine keeps going off. Look, what I would do then is let's come in here, and if you find it's not straight, I'm just literally gonna just trim this up. And just get rid of that odd bit. Like that. I think my trimmer's a little bit out, but there you go. So literally, oh, I've disappeared. Am I back? Oh my God, did you miss much? I'm so sorry. I was so busy trimming my thing up. How much did you miss? Yes, I use scissors. I've just literally, this blade, I don't know why, it's not very good at all. But it doesn't matter. You don't have to be precise. So I've literally just come in with my scissors and just straightened it up. So look, so that's it now. You've done your cover and it should look like that. I hope you didn't miss too much. I was so busy trimming my thing up. I took my eye off the ball. Oh, I didn't disappear. Oh, okay. I just disappeared for Christine. Right, okay. Did you all get that? Have we all? Let me know when you have caught up with that. That's really the hard bit. That's the hard bit. Trust me. Now, the whole idea of this junk journal was to actually find things around your house and things that, oh, I loved, but I had the same trimmer, Anne. I had exactly the same trimmer, but I don't know, maybe it was tighter or something, but it's not, oh, this is too thick. I don't know. Right, okay, so the whole idea of this craft along was to find bits and pieces within our house. Now, this was just wallpaper samples that I picked up from my scrap store. This was an old file folder, which was just sat in a drawer. You know, and everything that we've used, I'll explain where it's come from, what we're using, etc. But it's just to show you that we can pick up things just from around the house that we would normally throw away. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to round the corners, but this you don't have to do. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I quite like the rounded corners. Oh, Daisy. So if you have a corner rounder, then come in and round your corners up like that. Right. So that is your cover done. What we do with the inside later will be another thing. But at the moment, we have the cover nicely covered. Look at that. Yummy. Doesn't it look gorgeous? And of course, we can then decorate it and add more to it later on. But at the moment, we're just doing the cover and the pages. Now, some of you might be a dab hand at this now, because I know that some of you, after our first journal, have been making journals, so you will be quite used to what we're going to do next. I like the rounded corners too, but book corners would be fabulous. Oh, yes, book corners would be, but I didn't have enough to send everyone them out, so I'm just rounded it. Right, so let me know when you have your cover done, and then we will work on the rest. Daisy, have a sip of me tea while I'm waiting for you. Done. I think Anne's been a bit of a dab hand because she's been having a little dabble without me. Julie's done. Oh, Julie Turner, I forgot. Fingers covered in glue now. Oh, bless. I have a baby wipe here, honey. Julie, honey, I forgot completely until today that I didn't send out your giveaway prize. So I have got it in the bag, all the things from last month. So it's all been bagged up and I will post it to you tomorrow. I'm so sorry. If at any point you find that I'm forgetting things or not covering things or whatever, please excuse me. It's just since my hospital thing, I just sometimes am missing things. So if I forget something, then I'm halfway through my first journal. Whoop. Christine Fletcher, isn't it so rewarding? When you finish that, you will be like, OMG. So yes, if I do forget something or there's a giveaway and you don't receive it or something like that, just please let me know. I have my customer thank yous to still do. It's just I'm not so on the ball. So yes, please excuse me. Right, are we done? Yes. Okay, I think so. Right, so what we now need to do, I'm going to move this out of the way. And you're going to bring in your book pages. Now, all of you have got different book pages. Oops, let me just grab them. Now, all of you, you've got a mixture of book pages. They're all different. Now, why is everything delayed? It all seems to be a bit delayed on this end today. I don't know why. So what we're going to do, we are going to basically turn these book pages, this pile of book pages, into your journal pages like this. So it will end up looking something like this. Now, my way of doing this, and I'll show you. So I have a pile of book pages in front of me. So let's just say this is all we have. Now, while you're doing this, if you want to add more pages or you have some coffee dyed paper or you want to add something else specific because you're going to end up making this, you know, a theme or something, by all means, you can add your own pages to this as well. But you can just use the pages that I've given you. It is entirely up to you. But my process, so I've got all of these book pages here in front of me. Okay. Now we know that our cover is 6 inches this way. So pages like this, we know if we fold it in half like that, that doesn't go over the 6 inches. So that one's good to go, right? Okay, so this page, I just folded it in half. That is not over the 6 inches. So that is good and folded already. So I'm going to put that one there. Okay, so just keep your cover as a guide when you're folding your pages. Okay, so that one is folded and can go in there. Then we have this book page here, and you know, you've got a couple of options here. You can keep it like that, but you're going to then have to cut it down, or you can you know, rip this in half, and then it will give you extra pages. And then what we can do is fold these. Now don't forget, these have to be under the 6, so that's good folded that way. And I quite like that image like that, so that one's good. So we can then put that in that pile over there. This one, not too sure, I might keep this to do something, put it to one side, and if you want more pages, you can go ahead. So we're just going to work our way through these pages, and pages that are bigger, we are going to cut them down. Okay, so we just work with me here. Okay, so this one here, I like, we're going to fold this in half like so, and that one's okay as well, that still will fit, so we're going to pop that there. This one here is great, but it's going to be too long. It's too long, it doesn't fit, look. So widthways, it's good. You might want to trim off your ratty ends, but lengthways, it's too long. So what I do is I get my trimmer, and we know that it is 8 inches tall. Now the length, as fine as the height, you can always cut at 8 inches. Now the width, we sometimes have to adjust it. So if something's wide enough but it's too long, just cut it at 8, because you know that your book is 8, but double check if you've trimmed it down a bit. So I would do 1 under 8, because it is just a fraction. You can't see that, but it is just a very, very fraction under 8. So I'm going to go 7 7/8 on the height. So decide which bit you want. I want this image, so we're going to go just under 8 and cut that down. If you want to keep the ratty edges, keep the ratty edges. I quite like it, but you can tidy it up and straighten it up if you want. So there, okay. So then this one now is good to go. We're going to put it in that pile then. Always keep your scraps, because you never know when you're going to need them. Love this page. Look at this one. Oh, I love this. Right, so just going to fold this in half, like, oops. She says folding it in half is proving to be harder than I thought. Right, don't forget your cover, just to see if that will fit. Yes, that's absolutely fine. But look, the height is too long, so we're going to cut that down again at just under 8. And we're just going to work our way through these pages, and put your pages here when you finish. You've lost me. Oh, bless. What bit have you lost, my darling? As in what I'm doing? Right, okay. Okay, so I'll explain again, Sharon honey. So your book is 6 by 8 in your front cover. You've got a pile of book pages like this, and we're going to try and make these so they fit in here. So what we're doing is we're cutting these pages down so that they fit in your journal. Oh, you've lost me as in pages for it. Oh, bless you. Not as in you don't know what I'm doing. Oh my goodness me. We're having technical problems today. It does seem to be freezing a little bit. I don't want to have to stop it, because then I have to restart the whole video for everybody. I thought you meant you lost me as in what I was doing. Oh, bless you. Let me see, make sure Sharon gets me back. Has everybody else got me? I thought she meant she lost me, as in what I'm doing. Thank you for stopping me in my tracks, because I was just about to. Mine keeps doing that, and I have to come out and go in again. Oh. I don't know what to do. Right, Karen's all good, no issues there at all. Hi, Anne-Marie, darling, how are you? Julie, are you fine, my lovely, and Carol and everyone else? Shall I keep going? Are we all okay? Right, Sharon, kiss, kiss. Found me. Right, I'm back. Okay, so we're still cutting these pages down. Now, another thing you can do, so obviously this is too big. Now, what you can do is actually fold in. So you've got your fold here, and you could fold these in a little bit, and then we could make pockets with them after. So that would then fit like that, you see then, and then we turn that over, and you can fold this in, and these will then make little pockets, and then you don't have to cut it down, only the length. So that's another option, that you can actually fold your pages in to make sure that they fit by doing a little flap. And then we've just got to cut the length down again to like that. So then that now fits. But if you're going to fold these in, don't do them right up to the 6 inches. Go under quite a bit, because when we put them all in together, it will push some of them out. I've just popped on one at work. Is this the journal, mailed out journal? This is the Trash to Treasure, Anne-Marie. Did you take part in that, my lovely? I can't remember if you did. I'm on 4 days off Thursday. I have to go back on nights, 12 hours. Oh no. Oh, Anne Mills is watching and eating. Right, okay, so we're just going to keep going with these pages. I'm going to fold these in half. Now, this one will fit, so we don't have to do anything. We've got this double page here, which I really, really love. Oh my God. Now, I'm going to actually just tear it and fold it in half, because I like the image like that. So that will fit perfectly. And then, you know, you could keep this page if you want. We are literally just working our way through these pages like so. There we go, that's fine. Got a nice big page here. Like that. So again, it is entirely up to you. You can keep it like that, but you're going to have to, you know, cut it down, or you can fold it in half. I think I'm going to keep this as a big page, because it's good to have some big pages as well as little pages. So what we need to do is cut this one down. So we're going to cut it down to, remember, your height can always be the same, right? So that is just under 8. And then we want it, don't cut it dead on 6, not all of them. So this one, I am actually going to cut just under 6, or 5 3/4, because when you have a few pages together, they're going to push, some of them are going to come out. So it doesn't matter if you cut them just under. So even though our front cover is 6, you don't want your pages cut at 6, because having pages on pages, it will push them out. So I always cut them under 6 by quite a bit. So I'm going to actually do this at 5 3/4, and you'll see why in a minute. So even though your pages are 6, I have gone in, look, 5 3/4. So I'm going to actually have to end up cutting this down a bit more, to be honest with you, because that is just too, you want to cut it just under like that, really, so that it fits in. So make sure whatever your width is, that your pages folded over are a little bit less. Don't worry about the height. The height can always be the same, but the width, you need to going to work on it. Right. We've got more pages here. Why did I not have any music sheets in that one? And what you can also do, say you've got a long page like this. Oh, okay, my darling. What you can do is get your page like this, get it just under, and then fold it like that. So if there's an image that you really, really want, you can make sure that you keep that image in your frame of your book. Whereas if I'd have folded that completely in half, you know, it would be fine on this page, but you might cut off an image. So if you want to keep a specific image on your page, just kind of fold it over, gauge it, and then we're going to cut this one down. Okay. I hope this is all making sense to you. And then we want it 1 to 7, 1 to 8. So that's perfect. Right, like that. And then I have that one and that one left. It's the trash to treasure craft along, my lovely. Right, okay, so then you end up with a pile of pages that are folded and cut down. Okay, so I'm going to wait for you to catch up and see where you are with that. So you then end up with all of these pages all cut up and folded. So when you're ready, give me a shout, and then we're going to then put them into some order. And really, it's entirely up to you, you know, what order you want to put them in. I kind of like, let me show you, I like a smaller page at the front. And what I tend to do is a small page, a big page, a smaller page, a big page, a smaller page, a bigger page. But really, it's your journal, and you can do this however you want to. You know, you can put your pages in whatever order you want to do. You don't have to follow my suit. And really, sometimes it depends on the images on your pages as well as to, you know, how you want them. So the next stage to do, right, we've got a couple of you ready, is we're going to try and put these in an order or however we want to do it. So what I do is I lay out my pages, kind of just lay them out, and, you know, see what kind of contrasting colors you have. You know, have a look at your pages, just lay them all out in front of you. You know, and then find somewhere to start. So I tend to go with, right, okay, so let's just pick out a big page, and, you know, it's a page that is quite pretty. And let's just start putting them together. And then you might find that, oh, I don't like that there, I need to move it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep on adding. So I kind of tend to have a small one, a big one. I'm going to have, let's do a smaller one, and then a bigger one, like that. And then let's have kind of like this yellow one there, like that. And then let's do another big one, and then a little one, and then we'll have a big one, and then I'm going to do, oh, we've got a pockety one there, can go there, and then we're going to go like that. Okay, now it's entirely up to you. You can then have a look through it and think, oh, I'm not quite sure if I like that there, or if I want that there. So what you can do then is then come in and maybe move your pages around and think, oh, actually, I kind of like the contrast of that better. And I kind of like, just go through your pages and see how you're feeling about, you know, what they look like. Now, I think I'm going to actually put that one there, like that. Or maybe I might take that out altogether and put that one there. And then maybe put that one there. You know, it's your book. It's entirely up to you how you want it and how you're, you know, thinking and feeling about it. So you've got to choose your pages, and then your next stage is to actually see if they all fit in and don't poke out, which I'm very lucky. None of mine do. Look at that. Fantastic. None of my pages. So I folded mine and cut mine perfectly. Okay, so we're just going to fold them, put them in an order you want to. Now, it's this point. Oh, why have I gone all funny again? Right, okay. Now, when we're doing this stage, if there are any other pages that you want to add, any pretties, any doilies, anything that you want to add, it's kind of at this point where you want to pull your stuff out and see if there's something extra you want to add. You know, you've got quite a nice amount of pages here, but you might decide that you want more pages to write on. I mean, we can always add writing spaces to the journal, and we can do that at a later date. But what I'm saying is, if you want more plain pages or more colourful pages or flowery pages or anything, this is where you would add, you know, cut them down, or doilies or whatever, pockets and things, and adding little tags and everything, and tuck spots we can add after. But at this point, we're just sorting out the pages. Okay, so that is the next step to do, is to put all those pages together. Okay, so I hope that we're all following, and the next step from that is to round our corners. Now, on this one, I only rounded the big pages. I didn't round the smaller pages like that. I just rounded these big pages because obviously they're going to poke out of your book. So the square pages, the smaller ones, I did not round. The bigger, taller pages, I did round. So this is where we'll come in now, and we will round these pages. Okay. So all I'm going to do is just come in here, and I go through. I don't do these small ones. I just do these big ones. You can even do two at once if you want to. So I'm just going to come in and do these. You know, you can round every single page if you want to. That's a daisy. That wasn't very good. I'm going to round the bottom ones now. What have I done? Right, so just rounding corners. Didn't round that one. I kind of like having some that are not rounded. Right, let me just double check. So go back, double check that all your corners are rounded that you want to be rounded. Don't want that one rounded. Rounded, 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 done, not done, done. And then we've got to do this side. Oh, did I round that one? Yep. You know, it might be easier if you just round them all, then you won't forget which ones you've done, which ones you haven't done. That's the reason. I mean, of course, you can do this before you actually sort your pages out, which might have actually been easier, but I do it the Irish way. But you can, you know, actually do this before you sort out the order. Entirely up to you. And this page is not going to want to round. It would have been easy because then you could then have done 2 pages together rather than having to do them all individually. Oh, that's a bit funny. That's it. That's all of my pages done, like a soul. It'd be interesting to see what it'd be like if I rounded all of the corners. Might look quite nice, actually. So we've got all our pages done. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to round them all this time. Oh, I don't know if I like doing this. But, you know, sometimes it's nice to try a different something, right? Now I've done it, I've got to round them all. I don't know, though. I kind of like not having some rounded. Should we round them all? See, this is entirely up to you, whatever you want to do. I don't like the way that has gone. Okay, I'm going to leave it as it is. Stop mucking around with it, Chanel. So we should have your pages done and your cover done. And like I said, just make sure that none of them are poking out anywhere. I do need to, oh, look, see, this is where we come in and we tidy up any raggedy ends or anything. So that's it. Cover, okay, not completely done, but we've got the base of the cover done and we've got our pages done. How cool is that? Charles, you're laying all over my stuff. And don't forget to keep all your bits that you have here because we can possibly, right, get off the table. Oh, right, keep all of your bits to one side. I don't need my trimmer now, do I? Right, let me get rid of my trimmer off my desk. Get out of there. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I wobble you all? Get out of the drawer. Get out. Get out. Right, I'm going to give you all chance to watch out. To put that together because I've actually got 2 now, haven't I? So I don't need that one. So you should have, you know, quite a few scraps left over, some wallpaper, some file folder, which are very important because we're going to use them as tags and things later on. Okay, so it should look like that. I'm just going to go through what else we've got in our pack. Wait and see what else we can do today. Has anyone thought, look, very interesting, look at the coffee cup holder. Isn't that super cute? I'm going to keep you waiting until next week to show you what we're going to do with that. Right, how are we all doing? Just seeing what we've got left here from the bits from today. Right, so when you're all ready, let me know and we'll move on to the next bit that we're going to be doing. All done. Julie's ready. Anne's ready. Sorry, I did see ready. Anne's ready. Julie's ready. Christine's ready. Wow. I'm such a tease. I know. I'm such a tease. Aren't you all doing so well? And like, oh my gosh, you've got the hang of it now. So we're going to put this to one side for now, and we'll come back to this later on. So what I would do is if you have, where are we? Where are we? I don't know if we should use that. If you have like a large paper clip or something, oh God, this is a large one, just to keep all your pages together. In fact, I wouldn't do it on the cover, to be honest. But you know, you could always just clip them together and you know what? I don't like it. It's gonna make an imprint. Don't do that. Right, just keep it safe. So just put this to one side and keep this safe, okay? Right, okay. So from today, these are our scraps that we had left. Okay, well, these are my scraps that we had left. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to give you some homework to do in the week as well. Yes, I am. And for those of you that put photos up, then they are going to be entered into a giveaway for next week. So listen out for the homework bit that I'm going to give you. Right, so what we're going to do now is you should have some file folder left. Okay, so we've got file folder left. You should have some wallpaper left. Okay, like a doll. So we should have some bits left. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically make a couple of tags. I'm a slave driver. Yes, I am. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to make a couple of tags out of these, I think. The bases of the tags anyway. So let's just take this one of the long bits. You should have a long piece like this or whatever bits you've got. And what I'm going to do, let's move those two bits to one side for now. Bring in me mat. Where's me mat gone? So, oh my gosh, I've got an itchy nose. What does an itchy nose mean? Right, so what we can do with this, I do need my cutter again. You're going to need your cutter, everyone. I'm so sorry, I keep knocking that over the table. Right. What we're going to do is I'm just going to cut this in half. Doesn't really matter what size these are. It's going to come out about 6 inches, just under 6 by 3 and a bit. So I'm just tidying these up really. So I've got two bits which are 6 by 3 and something. It really does not matter the exact size. And what I'm going to do is just literally cut this up for now. And we're going to just glue these and just stick that on. In for a surprise. Right. Okay, what I'm going to do is glue my wallpaper bits onto the file folder. So I'm going to just butt it up to that end so I don't have to cut so much up like that. And then do the same with this bit. Waste not, want not is what I say. So literally, do you need a tissue? I don't need a tissue. It doesn't mean I need a tissue. It's supposed to mean something, isn't it? In for a surprise. Oh, in for a surprise. Oh, see. I'm sorry, I didn't. Yes, I know. See. Right, so we have two bits like this. And all I'm going to do, because I'm quite lazy, is just trim this edge up like that. My end's a bit not very straight, so we're just going to literally... Of course, you can use your trimmer, which I really should have done. I'm just going to straighten these ends up because my cutting is not very good. I don't know why my cutter is pants. And then... Oh my God. Right, so all I've done is just straightened it up for now. And I'm going to bring in my trusty guide card that I've done. And we're going to do that. And we're going to do that. Like so. There's one. Anywho, toilet the tissue. I don't. Right, I'm going to just bring this in. Trim this one down. And of course, if you wanted to, you could use, if you want them to be the exact same size, what you can do is just bring this one in as a template, like this. So you got a pair, the exact same shape and size. They do not look very straight for some reason. Anywho, right, okay, so you've ended up with 2 tags like that. The other thing you can do as well is this. If you have a hang on, where is it? You might not have one, but if you do have one, where is it? Where is the? Okay, if you have a 1-inch punch, is it a 1-inch? No, not a 1-inch punch. That's wrong. Oh, I can't find my other punch. What's this one here? Ah, 3/4 inch punch. If you have a 3/4 inch punch, I should say. You might not, but if you do, this is just another little tip for you. What you can do is you can actually, well, that's massive. That is too big. Ignore me. Ignore me. Who doesn't matter how slow you are. I think I could make one, although I would be slow. Oh, bless you. So you can do it in your own time, my darling. You know what? I had a. Oh my gosh. Losing my voice. There it is. Right. Banging and crashing. I have a 1/2-inch punch. Oh my gosh. Okay, if you have a 1/2-inch punch, which I think is now going to be big enough, and with your file folder, you can actually cut one of those, or cut a few of these actually, and do 4 of these. Now, you may not all have one of these. This is just an extra little tip, is to actually, what I would do is actually stick them on. So I never know how to do this, but you can put that on there and then do your hole, and this is how you get your ring doodles. Where's my thing gone? Now, you may not all have a 1/2-inch punch, I know. So if not, you can just use the ring, circle, doodles, or you can just punch a hole. It really doesn't matter. Having a bit of a coughing fit here. So I'm just going to literally glue this on. And put that there. Hold it down for a sec. And then just punch. My thing's blocked. Oh my god, there's loads in there. Look at all them bits. That was me making my Halloween boxes. You've got a die for doing it. Oh, bless you. We'll use up the file folder so that you've got kind of matching bits. But, you know, it's a great way to make your ring doodles if you've got your circle in the middle, which mine wasn't. Look, mine's very wonky. That's not good at all, is it? I wonder if I can do it this way. Ooh, oh my gosh, that is just, I don't think. That is an easy way of doing it, Chanel. But, you know, you can also do it that way and just stick one on there. But I won't bother with the back one. I'm just going to do one on the front, I think. Look at that. My hole was terrible. That is not very straight at all. Never mind. Let's see if we can do this better on the second one. You can always cut the hole and then stick it on and pray for the best. Oh, I've got it hanging from my finger. Right, so your homework, my lovelies, is going to be for you, out of your own stash of goodies that I know you all have, is to actually decorate these tags in time for next week. That's your homework. It's not really mega homework, is it? So that's your homework, is to, oh my gosh, you know what? Forget the circles because I haven't said it. I'm not very good at these circles, am I? Right, there you are. I'm just going to put a ring for them. Oh, no, I've just lost them. Right, of course, if you don't have one, you can just do that. Yes, you can. And not worry about putting a blooming ring on it. I wanted to go into Beyonce mode then and sing the song. All the single ladies. No, I cannot sing. You know, I did get some other rings, ring thingy doodad, the other day, and I'm just hoping that these are better. Why is the hole so big on the ring things? Look, that's pants. That's massive. Right, I don't like them not using them at all. That's terrible. They are just pants, 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 pants. The holes are massive. Why? See, even the hole on that, look, it's massive. Look at that. Why? I don't know. I really, really don't know why that hole is so big. Okay, not to worry. Right. Okay. Now, so your homework is to actually decorate those. So use the larger punch on the crocodile, hun. The larger punch. You mean the big hole one? It was the large hole, honey. There was the large hole on the crocodile. That's what I mean. That is the large hole. But the rings, there was the large one. Punch the hole, then cut the circle. Exactly. That's what we need to do. Right. Okay. So let me know when you have your 2 tags done, because we've got one more thing we can do today. And I will show you. So decorate your tags out of your own stash. You can use, yeah, it was the big one. You can use some of these book pages left if you've got some of the book pages and decorate them however you want. Right, have we all got the tags done? Oh, bless you. I'll have a look in a minute, honey, because I don't know what that is. So we now have our book done, our pages done, and we have 2 gorgeous tags that need decorating all out of the wallpaper and the pages. Right, put that there. And we've still got file folder left, so we can do more out of that as well. I don't know what it is, Anne Mills, because I can't see it just yet. Dun, dun, dun. Right, are you caught up with me? Oh, it's a very squeaky chair. What's I'm going to do with that? That's point. All done. All done. Oh, he wants his tea. Oh, bless you. Right. So when you're all done with those tags, I want you to just pull in the 2 bits of fabric that you have. You should have a skinny piece and a florally piece. You've got your tags there. Now, I do not know if you would realise this, but this is actually a duvet cover. You know, like you have a floral piece on one side and you have a striped piece on the underneath. Well, this is actually an old duvet cover. Oh my gosh, shortbread biscuits, delicious. Could do with one right now. So yes, it has been washed. This is an old bed duvet cover, and I've ripped it up, and you're going to see the wonders of what we're going to use this for. So when you're ready, let me know. So you've got a skinny long piece like this, which we're going to keep. We do not touch the skinny long piece. You must get the skinny long piece, fold it up and put it away with your book. So the skinny long piece, we do not touch. We're not touching. You just want this flowery piece at the moment, okay? All you're going to do is get your flowery piece out. Got a tin from Marks. Oh my gosh. Delicious. Scrumptious. Yummy. While we're waiting, have you seen my little pumpkin boxes? Look at these that I made yesterday. Oh, that's one stuck a little bit. Well, that's not very good, is it? They need glue on. See, I use tear and tape, and actually tear and tape is not very strong. That's going to need gluing down, so I'm so glad I looked at it. But here's the little pumpkin boxes. Aren't they just super cute? Love them, love them, love them. But tear and tape has obviously not worked. So I will need to actually put some glue on there. Aren't they cute, though? Super, super cute. I made 6 of them for my daughter. Right, are we all ready? You have your big piece of fabric in front of you. So you've got a big piece of fabric here, and what I would do is have the shorter piece down here, the longer piece is like that. So just open it out. So you've got your long piece going this way and your short piece like this. Thank you, Anne, honey. And what we're going to do is we are just going to snip about 3/4 of an inch and 3/4 of an inch. So we're doing 2 snips, and we're just going to rip, and we're going to rip like that. So we've just ripped 2 of those off, and then you can fold this and put this to one side for now. Okay. And what we're going to do is we are going to use these as the ribbons for these tags. So this, don't be all going and getting your duvet covers out of your airing cupboard and ripping them up though. Only rip them up. You quickly show me how you made your corner template from your credit card. Yes, I can, my darling. What I did was, let me show you. Okay, so let's pretend that this is your credit card without a corner. Okay, now let me show you. I'll just show you. Because I have got several here, and the reason I've got a few is because they're different size corners. Like you'll see, that one is a bigger one, and this one is a smaller one. And what I've even done on one template is done a big one and a little one. Now, how I make it, I'll show you. Okay, so this corner has not been touched, not done anything to it. Okay, so decide whether you are wanting a big tag corner or a little one. So let's just say you want a medium one, for instance, right? This is how I make it. Get your credit card or whatever, not your one you need, like this, and decide what sort of size corner. So I'm going to go for a medium one. So all you got to do is make sure that you cut across straight like that. Okay. Oops. And then your piece that has just come off like that, you're going to take that piece, you're going to hold it, turn it over, match it up to that corner, very carefully hold it with your finger, and you're just going to cut that the same, like that. So you have then got an exact corner. So if you were to see that corner there, what's the wrong way? Where are we? So that one goes there, and if you turn it over, it fits exactly. So that's how you do it. So I hope that makes sense. Doesn't look like it's the same, but it actually is. So did that make sense? I could do with cutting mine up. No, don't do that. Right, did that make sense, Christine, my lovely? I can do it again. No, you're not. So do we not be sorry to be not a nuisance at all? And for if you don't know how to do it, so I'm going to do a little one on this one. So let's just cut a little itty bitty one. I mean, yes, you may have a problem holding your little bitty. So that goes there. Turn it over and put it on there, up against there. You might have a little bit more difficulty kind of making sure that you can get in and do that, but there you go. So we've now got a smaller one. Okay, you are not a nuisance. I'm glad that you asked me, because this is how you learn. Right, have we cut up some tags from our fabric? Right, so we're just going to, and if you want them thinner, by all means, cut them thinner if you want to. You might not want them as thick as that. It's entirely up to you. You might want a skinny one. You might want a thick one. And we're just going to literally just do that. And that bedding makes for gorgeous, gorgeous big tags. But like I said, if you don't want it so thick, then cut your strips a bit thinner when you do them. And then look, we have the gorgeous, and I love them when they're frayed and whatever, but don't be cutting your bedding up, please. So that's that one. You could just do the one edge, then just flip the card to do the other side as you did before. Yes, exactly. Right. I'm going to put that in there. So your homework for this week is to decorate these 2 tags. That is it. That's all I want you to do. Nice and ready. And then we've got 2 lovely matching. You don't have to have it matching, but there you go. So we have 2 tags. You might not want to decorate them. You might just want to leave them as they are. But I'm sure you all have bits and pieces that, you want to, you can put on your images now. We've all got book pages and lots of bits and pieces. So that is our progress for today. Where has it gone? And it is so lovely to have your journal and then have, matching tags to go with your journal. And look at that, isn't it cute? So we have, so far, we have our 2 tags, our journal cover, and our book pages done. Progress. So next week, we will do more. So that is it for today, my lovelies. I hope you've enjoyed that. So please decorate your tags up, put your pictures up on the group. Anyone that shows me your progress, even if you don't decorate your tags and you've just done your book, just take a picture, show me that you've done it, and you will be entered in the giveaway. And if you do the tags as well, great. So look at that. Isn't this just gorgeous, from some wallpaper? No ripping your wallpaper off the walls, taking your duvet off the bed and cutting up your credit cards. No, 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 no. Right. So I hope that's, and it's letting you all do it. The more you do these things, thank you, looking good. I've stopped eating now. I am going to go have my tea very shortly. So I'm going to go get in my pajamas. I am going to put my feet up and I'm going to have a nice cup of tea. I thought that I said, thank you, you're looking good. I did wrong. I thought you were saying thank you. You're looking good. Thank you. Your journal's looking good. That's right. Okay, my lovelies. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget we'll be back next Sunday with part 2. Hi, Jenny Patterson. How the devil are you, my lovely? Thank you for joining us. We're just about to go, but you can watch on replay. If you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to give me the thumbs up and to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos, any of my lives or my videos. Also, okay, lovelies, I will see you all in the week at some point. Shelley, if you're still with us and you want to be added to the group, I can do that, or Veronica can add you, and I can all send you an invite or whatever. So don't forget, take photos. See you all soon. Probably be around at some point tomorrow. Maybe I might show you my book haul that I had the other day because it is super, super good. Why does that say that there? I don't know what's happened. Right. Have a lovely rest of your evening. I'm going to go and have my tea now. Thank you all for joining me, and thank you all for taking part. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care, my lovelies. Bye.